In 2011, a 6-year-old boy left school with his mother for what seemed like a surprise trip. 3 days later, she was dead, and Timothy Pitzen was gone. On the 11th of May 2011, 6-year-old Timothy Pitzen left his school in Aurora, Illinois, with his mother, Amy. Amy had shown up at the school unexpectedly, telling the staff that there was a family emergency. Timothy's teachers were caught off guard, and something seemed to be severely off with Amy, but they let Timothy go with his mother, figuring everything was going to be okay. As they drove away from the school, Timothy was excited. He loved spending time with his mother, and they were heading out on what seemed like a special adventure. Amy took him to a zoo, then a water park. It felt like a mini holiday and a chance to have some fun together. Just the two of them. They checked into hotels along the way, and at each stop, Amy made sure they had fun. Still, to Timothy, it was probably just an exciting trip with his mom, but there were signs that things weren't as simple as they seemed. Amy wasn't just taking a break. She was avoiding contact with Timothy's dad and other family members. She would call them every now and again, always sounding upbeat, but she never let Timothy talk to anyone. At times she'd say, "He's fine, he's having fun," but never gave him the phone. When she called her husband, she told him not to worry and that they were fine, in a very cheerful tone. But still, the phone calls left the family uneasy. Why wouldn't she let Timothy speak? The two kept moving from place to place. They stayed in a couple different hotels, moving further and further away from home. Amy was seen on hotel security cameras, and people who saw them said that Timothy looked happy, completely unaware that anything was about to happen. At one point, Amy visited a hardware store where she bought a few items that didn't seem to fit with a road trip. She purchased small things like a notebook and a pen, things that just felt out of place. Amy seemed to be stalling, like she was trying to gain time, but no one knew for what. The choices she made only added to the mystery. Every call to her family sounded upbeat, yet the details made them anxious. Why did she seem so cheerful but refuse to explain what she was doing or let Timothy talk? Amy also checked into a hotel without Timothy for one night. A strange move that raised even more questions. Why would she go to a hotel by herself when Timothy was still with her? And where did she leave the 6-year-old? These unexplained decisions kept building up, leaving her family more worried with each passing day. When Amy made her last call to her mother-in-law, she sounded calm. She told her that everything was going smoothly and she shouldn't worry about anything. But this time her mother-in-law pressed her, asking directly to speak with Timothy. Though once again, Amy refused. This time her excuse was simple. "He's busy playing." Her voice was lighthearted, but there was something strange about her tone, as if she was masking something deeper. On May 14th, 2011, Amy checked into a motel in Rockford, Illinois. She had been on the road with Timothy for 3 days, but that night security cameras showed her entering alone. Timothy was not seen again. The next day, Amy was found dead in her room, having taken her own life. Beside her was a note claiming Timothy was safe with people who would care for him, but adding, "You will never find him." Blood found in her car was confirmed to be Timothy's, raising fears about what had happened. Investigators searched her travel route, reviewed GPS and security footage, and combed through remote areas indicated by dirt and plant evidence on her car. Still, Timothy was never found. The case drew national attention. Timothy's father, Jim, remained hopeful his son was alive, though public opinion was divided. Some trusted Amy's note, others suspected she misled everyone. In 2019, a man claimed to be Timothy, sparking brief hope before DNA proved otherwise. The mystery endures with theories that Amy may have had help, or that Timothy is still hidden away somewhere.
You can't give up hope. As soon as you give up hope, then what should I do? What, declare him dead? He's probably in the middle of nowhere, being homeschooled, someplace, just away from the media and TVs and new technology.